Hello everyone, this hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series. Ooh, my voice is a little rough today. We're doing speaking skills. No, not Getting Results in Business. The next in my speaking skills series, we're working on part 3, I believe, of arguments and counter-arguments. In previous classes, we've started off by looking at how to make excuses. We've picked up some other skills, like how to give reasons. Now we're working on how to make full arguments, and today we're going to take it one more step further, and we're going to look at counter-arguments. In other words, when you don't like something, you're going to try to create an argument against it, particularly when someone's trying to sell you something or convince you of something. Okay, more about that in just a minute. First, a little bit about me. I'm Jon-Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means please turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom quiet. Also, tune in to the new words you're learning when you are speaking so that I can correct you and give you feedback. And finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And that is everything you need to know about me. Now, I'd like to know a little bit about you. So, let's see if I can get my camera working so you can see me. Give me a second here. Good work. Might. Maybe not. Well, if I can't get my camera working, then I'll just share my screen. Okay, while I'm trying to get that to work, let me say hello to, who do we have here? We have, hello Anna, how are you?
Fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Hanging in there. I'm trying to get my equipment to work. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get my camera to turn on, but it's not working. Let me try one more time. Nope, my camera does not work today. Well, you're not going to see my bright smiling face. I apologize. I'm just going to turn this off so you can see. Well, you can see my picture. Better than nothing. Let me say hello to some new faces as well. So we have Hussein. Hello, Hussein. How are you?
Hello, John. I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
I'm all right. Very good. Hussein. So the other day you were using a different email, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're the same Hussein. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. And then we have Kasha. Hi, Kasha. How are you?
Hi. I'm okay, thank you. And how are you?
I'm pretty good. And Kasha, where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
From Poland. Okay, fantastic. And Mr. Marco. Hello, Marco. How are you? Marco, are you there? Because I can't hear you. Marco, we don't hear you. Something's wrong with your mic. So just check your settings, Marco. And if necessary, leave the class and then return. Sometimes that will fix the problem. But I can't hear you, Marco. Okay? So if necessary, just sign out and come back in. Sometimes that will fix the problem. Welcome back, Ishmael and Daniel. Super students, Ishmael and Daniel. And Hernan. Hello, Hernan.
Hello, teacher.
So, Hernan, this is your first time with us? Is that right?
Yes, it's my first time.
Fantastic. And where are you from, Hernan?
I'm from Chile.
From Chile. Excellent. And also Antonio as well. Wow, we've got a full house today. We've got a full house. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. And Yuki is back as well. Everyone's here today. Fantastic. So look, I'm going to share my screen really quickly. It would be probably a good idea, because I'm going to take some notes as we do the activities. It would probably be a good idea for you to open our notes. Okay? You can see that right here in the chat window. If for any reason you don't see it, I will add it right here, whoops, in the internal chat, the group chat. Okay, but when you open it, it'll look like this. There we go. Everyone's got it open. Good. Okay, so that's page 1. You have my contact information on page 2. You have the table of contents on page 3. And look what we have. We have a set of skills that we've learned over the past few weeks and, in fact, months, because I believe we started this last September, so I think it's been about a year. I can't remember. Anyway, several months. 9 sets of skills. We're going to be working on skill number 9 mostly. Let me just go there and make sure. Oh, give me a second. I've got to update this. There we go. So if I click on skill 9, it takes me to page 9, how to give reasons. And I should actually say how to give reasons, and I should probably add and make arguments. Arguments. Because, in fact, we're doing more than just giving reasons. So I'm going to add that. In the top, you can see all the key expressions we use for making arguments, and they're grouped. Some connectors of reason, because, that's why, as, or since. How to rephrase a question if someone asks you, as far as blank goes, or as far as blank is concerned. And then how to start off. I'm going to put this as giving a reason, because all of these are now giving a sequence of reasons. How to start off, how to continue, and how to finish giving a reason when you're making an argument. We're going to be adding to that on page 10 in just a moment. How to make counter-arguments, how to turn someone down, how to express reservation, and finally, making counter-arguments at the end. Let's see what that means. So in today's class, which you'll see on page 11, there we go. On today's class, we're going to return to an exercise we did first, which is called, why do you have a monkey in your bag? You've got to list reasons. Ask me what's in my bag. I tell you what's in it, and you ask why. Like, why do you have a monkey in your bag? Let's say I say I have a monkey. I have to give convincing reasons. Where am I going to go to practice that language? I'm going to go back to page 9, and I can use the connectors of reasons. Well, it's because, or that's the reason why. But what I probably should do is focus on these, whoops, 3 steps, 3, 4, and 5. I should start off, continue, and finish. Okay? So let's hear how that sounds. By the way, since I can't see you when I share my screen, I think I'm going to do this. Let me take a quick screenshot so that I can share the argument structure with you, and then I'll share that with you so you can see it. Give me a second. Let's see if I can get this all on one page. I'll take a screenshot and then, can I do it? I think so. One moment. Yeah, I can do it. Okay. So I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to put that in Paint, Microsoft Paint quickly. I'm going to share that. And let's see if I can then put this on screen for you to use so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth between the pages. Let's see if that works. It's a little bit small. It's a little bit small, but anyway, I can't make it much bigger for now. But anyway, it's there on screen and you've got it on page 9. All right? So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to follow those steps that I just mentioned, And then we're going to take our objects, whatever we decide is in our bag, we're going to take that in exercise 2, and we're going to try to sell it to each other. There, you've got to exercise the skill of turning someone down. But let's start with exercise 1. We're going to play Why Do You Have a Monkey in Your Bag? I want to hear the most creative answers you can come up with for what is in your particular bag. Okay? But I'll do an example first. So, Daniel, I want you to ask me what's in my bag. Daniel, are you there? Hello, Daniel? Going once, going twice?
Hello. Ahora.
There you are. Okay. Daniel, I want you to ask me what's in my bag. Hey, Jon-Eric.
What do you have, Jon-Eric? What do you have on in your bag?
That's a really good question, Daniel. That's a great question. You know what I have in my bag? I have a monkey in my bag.
Really?
Really? Why? Why do I have a monkey in my bag?
Why do you have a monkey in your bag? In your bag?
In your bag. Well, as far as why I have a monkey in my bag goes, I'm using the rephrasing connector. As far as why I have a monkey in my bag goes, well, firstly, the reason is because I think that, Daniel, everyone has a monkey in their bag. You're the only one who doesn't.
No.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But beyond that, I don't have a lot of friends, and the monkey keeps me company. And another reason is that at night it gets kind of cold here in Portugal, and I need someone warm and fuzzy to cuddle with. So, in a nutshell, I have no friends, I'm kind of cold, and besides, everyone has a monkey in their bag. What do you think?
I think it's there's crazy things. Crazy.
Not
things
at
to
all.
send me.
Perfectly
Oh.
normal. Perfectly normal. Okay, we're going to go around the room and see what you have in your bags, and then we're going to go to exercise 2, where you're going to try to sell me, or sell us, sell each other the things in your bag. So, Daniel, what do you have in your bag?
I have a couple of sweat socks.
A couple of sweat socks.
Yes.
Sweat socks like you'd play sports in?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds great. You're going to have a really hard time selling those. I have a feeling. A really hard time. Daniel, why do you have a couple of sweat socks in your bag?
Firstly, I have a couple of sweat socks because I was playing a tennis match
You were playing
yesterday.
tennis.
Yes, yesterday,
Ah.
and I couldn't clean them up.
You couldn't wash them.
Wash them up
Ah, okay.
in the night.
Oh, I see. So you couldn't wash them, so you just
No.
carry them around with you all day long.
Yes.
That sounds like a good plan.
And another good reason is because it's a secret, but I really enjoy their smell.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course you do. Because when we sweat, we give off pheromones, and that
Yes.
attracts the opposite sex. So that's a good
Yes.
idea too. Very good, very good. Okay, Daniel, we're going to go around the room. You're going to pick someone else. When you pick that person should try to follow steps 2, 3, 4, and 5, if possible. Just like I did. Well, as far as why I have a monkey in my bag goes, or as far as the monkey is concerned, that's step 2. Firstly, the reason why is, then that's step 3, step 4. But the main reason is, and then if possible, you should try to do step 5, not you, Daniel, but the person you're asking,
Mhm.
should try to give a little summary. So, all in all, so in a nutshell, so to conclude, Okay, if it's possible, try to go through steps 2, 3, 4, and 5 when you're giving your reason. Okay, Daniel,
Okay.
you pick the next person.
I pick Antonio.
So let me hear you say, "Hey, Antonio."
Hey, Antonio. What do you have on your back? In your back?
I have I don't know.
I'll give you a hint, Antonio. Say the least likely thing, not the most likely.
Say the least.
The least probable thing. It'll work the best.
Where the least?
Improbable.
I don't know what is the least.
Least, menos.
La cosa menos probable.
That's
the
it.
least. Well, okay. For example, paddle racket.
A bottle rocket.
No, paddle. Well,
Paddle racket.
paddle racket.
What is a paddle rocket? P-A-D-D-L-E? Paddle?
P-A-D-D-L-E.
Paddle?
Paddle racket.
Oh, you're saying racket. Racket.
Yeah.
Like this in the chat window.
Yes.
Ah, okay, but we would say either paddle or racket because a racket is really big and a paddle is small. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
So okay, take it away. let's try it from the top. Daniel, ask him again.
Okay. Antonio, what do you have in your back?
I have a paddle. A paddle.
You have a
Really?
paddle.
Why
Really?
do you carry it
Why
in your back?
Why are you carrying it? It
Why
sounds better.
are you carrying?
As far as racket is concerned, I am crazy about the paddle, and always I have a paddle with me
I
because
always have a paddle with me.
I always have a paddle with me because I want to play everywhere.
Very good. Antonio, I'm sorry, Daniel, express surprise.
Oh, really?
Antonio, go to step 4. But the main reason is, or but especially, or but beyond that. Go to step number 4.
Yes. And mainly because this reason I am crazy about all related with this sport. I want to play everywhere and every hour.
Good. You could even go to step 5, Antonio. You could say, so all in all, I'm a fanatic for paddling things.
In a nutshell, I am
Good.
a fanatic of this sport.
Very good. Any questions from the group for Antonio about his obsession, just out of curiosity? I have a question. Do you play indoors and outdoors?
You can play both indoors and outdoors.
Ah, I have another question. Do you mind if I ask another question? I have another question, Antonio. Do you mind if I ask you a second question? No, not at all, Jon-Eric.
No.
Oh, okay, good. Antonio, what happens if you don't have a ball to use with your paddle?
I also have a ball.
Oh, you carry the ball and the paddle.
Yes, I carry a ball. If there is nobody who plays with me, I play myself with a wall.
Okay, very good.
Or against with a wall. No?
Be very careful about playing with yourself, Antonio. Okay, be very careful with that. Okay, Antonio, you pick the next person. Remember, everyone, choose the least likely, most crazy thing you can think of. A couple of sweat socks, not bad. A paddle, okay, could work. I would have liked it if Antonio said you use it to paddle naughty people on the subway, but that's okay. Antonio, choose the next person.
an expression or a question for someone.
Yeah, you're going to choose the next person, ask them what they have in their bag.
Oh, okay. For example, for Anna.
Anna.
Yes. What
Yes.
do you have in your bag?
Well, first I have a towel.
A towel.
A towel.
Wow. That's not unusual at all. That's a normal thing.
I can say what I want. Anything.
You can. You can. Are you sure you don't have anything else in your bag, Anna? Something a little more unusual? What's underneath the towel? I had a monkey in my bag.
Yes. Well, then I can say I give a towel for example and some suit.
How and? Sorry?
I don't know how do you say bañador?
Bañador, bathing suit?
Sí.
Bathing suit, like this in the chat window.
Bathing suit, for example. Yes.
Ah. Well, that's not the least likely thing. That's not the least probable thing, but it's okay.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Thank you.
It's fine.
The problem is I can't manage to find this list.
It's on the screen. Look.
Yes. Yes.
And if you go to the skills document, you go to page I don't know what page it is, page 10 I think, and you'll see everything. I'll tell you in a second. On page 11, that's where we are. That's where I'm making the notes.
I tried several things. I can't find it.
Find what exactly? Because the connectors are on the screen. It's a little bit small, I know, but they're on the screen, right? So do you see them? Arguments, some good connectors, rephrasing, blah blah blah. But the main document, you just click the link, and you can go to the main document. Just click the link, and it'll open. Okay?
Yeah. I clean. At the moment I clean the link. I have to in paragraph number 9 how to give reasons.
Yeah, that's it. Go to page 9. I'm going to go there right now so you can see it.
I open it.
Yeah.
I can find this list to choose any word.
Okay, well, just follow along for a second. First of all, you got it there on your screen right now. Page 9, how to give reasons and make arguments. Is that the list you mean? This list? On your screen right now. On the screen. What do you see?
Yes. First of all, how to give reason and make arguments.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it. That's it. So listen. If he asks you, hey, why do you have a towel in your bag, right? First of all, Anna, you don't have a towel in your bag. You have an alligator in your bag. We're going to change it. You don't have a towel, Anna. You have an alligator in your bag. Did you know you had an alligator in your bag? Did you know that?
Yes, I can see a Jon-Eric monkey, Daniel couple of Swiss socks, Antonio Padlet, Anna alligator.
Yes, you had an alligator. Okay, so Anna, if you go here, look on the screen for a second. If you go here in the yellow, and I say, why do you have an alligator? You start off with that expression. As far as, and what's the object? As far as?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Look.
Sorry.
How do you say alligator in Spanish, Daniel?
Cocodrilo.
Say again?
Sorry?
Cocodrilo.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh. Okay.
So Anna,
Yes.
now you know what you got in your bag. Look how I would respond. I choose one of those phrases in part 2, and I say, well, as far as the alligator goes, I start there because that shows that I'm going to speak about this subject. Okay? And then I go on to giving my reasons. Well, firstly, the reason is I like alligators. But the main reason is, now I'm in part 4, the main reason is, and then you have to come up with the best excuse that you can think of. Okay? So,
well, it's very difficult. Well, I have in my bag an alligator.
Good. Start with part 2. Anna, start with part 2. As far as the alligator goes. That's a great way to start. Try it. As far as?
Yes. As far as
the alligator?
Alligator goes to the river?
No, not goes to the river.
No.
Goes means the same as, you're just saying, well, I'm about to speak about the alligator. It's just your introduction. That's it. It's not goes like goes to school. Not that kind of goes. It just means in general, here's the topic I'm going to talk about. For example, as far as the monkey goes, or as far as the monkey in my bag goes, in other words, the reason I have a monkey in my bag. It's just an expression that means the reason. That's it.
Okay, thank you. As far as alligator goes in my bag.
Okay, as far as the alligator in my bag goes. Goes at the end. At the end. So try again. As far as the alligator in my bag goes.
As far as alligator in my bag goes.
Perfect. Now go to step 3. Firstly, the reason why is...
the reason why is because I like this kind of pet.
Of course.
Yes.
Antonio, express surprise.
That's true.
Antonio, show her that you're surprised.
Really? Are you sure?
Really? Very good.
Yeah, I'm totally sure.
Now, Anna, in step 4, you can say but or and then you have an additional connector.
Okay.
But the main reason is, but because of that, etc.
But the main reason is because I am a weak person. I feel more secure when I have an alligator.
So it's to protect yourself.
Yes.
Very good, very good. Okay, Anna, you did a great job. So basically, because if you just follow the steps, you will sound like a native speaker. The reason we've made these steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is because it's more or less how a native speaker would answer. At least it sounds good. So all you have to do is pick a phrase and add your information, and it sounds great. All right? Very good.
Okay.
So Anna, you're going to pick. We're going to have time. We're going to pick one more person to go. Okay? So pick the next person, and then we're going to try to sell each other the objects in our bag. So pick one more person.
Shadow, for example.
Good. So go ahead and ask her.
The question is, sorry, I don't remember.
The question is just, you're just asking her about what's in her bag. That's all.
What do you have in your bag?
Shadow.
Shadow.
Okay.
I am having my wallet.
Your wallet? Wait a second, Shadow. I think I see something underneath your wallet, something much more unusual. I think I see something else underneath your wallet. Are you sure you don't have something more unusual underneath your wallet?
I don't know, maybe lipstick?
Lipstick? No, I don't think so. Yuki, what does Shadow have in her bag? Can you see that?
Rabbit?
Yuki, a rabbit?
I suppose she has a rubber. How to say? I don't know.
A rubber what? Be careful, Yuki.
Be careful. I don't know. She has a puppet in her.
Of course she has a puppet. Of course she has a puppet. Everyone knows that Shadow, it's like a shadow puppet. Oh, look at that. Okay. Shadow, why on earth do you have a puppet in your bag? Why? What a strange thing.
Oh, it's
As far as, start up there. As far as.
as far as I didn't get it really. As
far as the puppet in my bag goes, as far as the puppet in my bag is concerned, or something like that. In step 2.
As far as the puppet in my bag goes.
Good.
Then I.
Then go to step 3.
Okay, so firstly, the reason why I'm taking this puppet with me because it's like I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it makes me feel safe.
It makes you feel safe. Oh, okay. Really? Why does it make you feel safe? Now, Shadow, you go to step 4. You can say, and especially, and mainly, and beyond that, and besides, or but the main reason is, and because of that. So it makes you feel safe, is that right?
Because the main reason is that because it's like a gift from my father, and I always remember him when I see this puppet.
Ah, so it's a puppet of your father, is that right? It looks like your father?
It's like a gift from my father.
Oh, I know. But does it look like your father?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you said it reminds you of your father. I thought maybe you had a puppet made that looks exactly like your father and you carried it around, which would be a very strange thing to do, but that's okay.
Okay.
You can do whatever you like. All right. So far we've got one monkey, one pair of sweat socks, one paddle, maybe it's a ping pong paddle, I'm not sure what kind of paddle, maybe it's a paddle for a boat, one alligator, and one puppet. In exercise 2, what you're going to do is we're going to expand our list of vocabulary. So we're going to go to page 10. So in skill number 9, how to give reasons to make arguments. On the next page, you'll see turning someone down, expressing reservation, and making counter-arguments. We're going to add expressions to all of those categories. We're going to expand our key phrases. Here's how we're going to do it. First of all, let me get rid of the screen sharing because we don't need to see this right now. Here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to call on some new people. You can choose any of the objects that we've said so far, and what you're going to do is try to sell one of those objects to your partner. So, if you pick a monkey, you've got to convince me to buy your monkey from part 1. I have to turn you down, but in turning you down, we're going to generate a bunch of good expressions that you can use in the future to turn someone down. By the way, what's something that you might say to turn someone down? Let's say I say to you, geez, I have I have this great computer. I've got this great phone that you should buy. It's a Nokia from 2001. It's really cheap. I can sell it to you for just 200 euros. What do you think? Anyone want to buy it? How about you, Ishmael? Would you like a Nokia from 2001? It can even send text messages. Does that interest you at all?
No, actually, John.
Of course not. Of course it doesn't. So what could you say? What could you say to turn me down? What's a good expression you might say? Just besides no.
And now?
No is a good start.
Thank you, John. I don't need it.
Ah, you don't need it. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. You don't need it. So it's not useful. So look, our very first expression on page 10 is going to be thanks, but no thanks. Have you heard people say that? Thanks, but no thanks. Instead of saying I don't need it, Ishmael, let's say I really don't need it right now. You know why I add the word really, Ishmael? What am I doing by adding the word really? If I say I don't need it, that sounds a little bit blunt. If I say I really don't need it, what am I doing to be more, I don't know, to be more social?
You say straight, and you are.
Am I being more direct or less direct by saying I really don't need it? What do you think?
I mean, you concluded, and.
Let me ask you a question. If I say, don't do it, that sounds pretty direct.
Yes.
How would I soften the message? Because if I say, don't do it, that's an order. How do I say that without giving an order, Ishmael? How do I say, don't do it without giving an order?
Sorry, dude, I really don't need it.
Or I really don't want you to do it. In that case, I really don't want you to do it. I agree. So by adding really, in this context, really does not intensify. It's not an intensifier. It's a distancer. It creates a little bit of distance. It means I would like it, but not right now, right? So you're adding a little bit of distance. So really can be an intensifier or it can be a distancer. Let's call it like that. Okay, so our first expression to turn someone down is thanks but no thanks. I really don't need it. Something like that. Here's another one. I'm really not interested in it right now. I'm really not interested. Okay? And we're going to keep adding to the list as time goes on here, okay? So let's pick two people who haven't had a chance to speak. Ishmael and Kasha. How are you, Kasha? Are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Fantastic. Okay. Let's start off with the two of you. Ishmael, I want you to pick one of those objects, and I want you to try to sell it to Kasha, just as I tried to sell you my bad mobile phone from 2001 that has the great feature that you can text with it. Okay? I'd like you to pick an object, the most unusual object you can think of, Ishmael. You can pick any of the things that we've said before on page 11. Are you choosing, Ishmael?
From where should I choose the object?
You can choose any of the objects on page 11. Okay. Jon-Eric chose monkey, Daniel chose a couple of sweat socks, Antonio paddle, Anna alligator, shadow puppet. Or, if you really want to, you can choose a different object. If you really want, you can choose something else.
John, a question.
Go for it.
Are you sharing your screen?
No, I'm not. Do you want me
Okay.
to? Because I can't see anyone when I do it.
I can see.
Okay, I'll share
I
it.
see you.
The problem is I can't see who's in the room when I do it.
Okay,
but there you
okay.
go.
No problem, no problem.
No, it's okay. There we go.
Jon-Eric, I want to sell a pocket knife. Is it okay?
Okay. You can try. I don't know if she's going to go for it, but let's try. Go for it. So you're going to be trying to sell this to Kasha.
Hi, Kasha. How are you?
Hi. Hi, I'm okay, thank you. And how are you?
I am doing well, thank you. Kasha,
Yes.
I am in trouble now. I need a little money. I want to sell my old pocket knife.
That sounds very appealing.
Are you going to be interested in this knife?
Wait a second, Ishmael. You got to give her a reason to buy it. Give her a reason. So go back to part 9, all right, and see if you could give her a reason. Maybe, let me see. Let me see if we have just, sorry.
I'm going to give reason, but John,
wait a second.
she didn't say anything.
I know, but you got to give her, you got to make it appealing for her. For example, if you go to part 8, we have making excuses. You could use that. That could help you to sell the object. You could say, first of all, it's the best pocket knife in the world. 2 excuses. But the main reason is that this pocket knife belonged to the President of the United States. He gave it to me, and now I want to give it to you. Right? So maybe to make your argument, you can start with the skill set number 8 because you've got some good connectors there. What do you think, Ishmael?
Okay.
Give it a try.
And Kaisha, it is a special pocket knife. It was given to me by the president, by the Turkish president, as a gift, and it has a special steel. I use it many times, and it is very sharp. And as you know, there are many pickpocketing around the street, especially at night. It is not safe to walk on the street at night.
So, Kasha, what do you think?
This sounds cool. I will really like to have such packet of knives in my my possession. Possess this, but problem is that probably it will be very expensive. So I'm a bit run out of money right now for such a huge expense.
I don't have a lot of money. Okay, turning someone down. But I don't have, and one excuse could be a lot of money. So I'm going to put that under turning people down. I don't have a lot of money, right?
Yes, enough for this what you try to sell me.
So Ishmael, she says she doesn't have a lot of money. What would you say to that? Can you try to convince her further?
Don't be afraid, Kaisha. It is not so expensive, and you can pay it in payment back. I have a little time. I can wait.
He's gonna make a payment plan. He's gonna make a payment plan for you. Isn't that nice? You can pay him over 10 monthly installments. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Well, now I need to more consider this because it will look nice on my among my books on my shelf.
That's true.
Because rather I won't use it in any other way.
So you mean I've got no use for it. In other words, what a good way to turn someone down. Well, I could put it with my books, but I've really got no use for it, right?
Exactly. Because just I can't imagine myself walking with a knife through the street or just like use such kind of knives in the kitchen, like cutting onion or something like this.
Yeah, you don't really need a pocket knife to do that.
From president.
Very good. Well, listen, we've got a few good expressions here. I really don't need it. I'm really not interested. I like it, or I'm sorry, but I don't have. You can say I like it, but I don't have, or I'm sorry, but I don't have a lot of money, a lot of time. So these are some good expressions. Or I've really got no use for it. Very good expressions. Kasia, you're going to choose someone who hasn't spoken. Let's go with Marco. Is your microphone working now, Marco?
I don't know. Let me know.
There you go.
Oh,
I hear you. Fantastic. Okay. Kasia,
yes?
you're going to choose, I'd like you to choose one of those objects on page 11 and try to sell it to Marco. When you sell, you can go to skill number 8, which will help you formulate your argument. And Marco, you've got to go to skill number 9 on page 10 to try to turn her down. She's going to give you one reason. You've got to turn her down. She's going to give you a second reason, a more convincing reason, and you've got to turn her down again. Let's hear how it sounds. Are you ready?
Yes. So first I need to ask Marco if you would like to buy this thing, yes?
That's right.
Okay. Hi, Marco. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. At last, to you.
And it's nice to have you.
Okay. So I will have such a small deal with you. I would like to sell you a grizzly.
A what?
A grizzly. I chose by myself.
What's a grizzly? What is that?
Grizzly. A bear.
A grizzly bear?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Everyone needs a grizzly bear. Marco.
Exactly. Especially nowadays.
Exactly. Marco, look at page 10. Are you interested? How could you politely turn her down?
Well, sorry, I'm not 100% sure I'm really interested in a grizzly bear.
Very good.
Anyway,
I'm not 100% sure or convinced I need one right now. Very good. Very good. I agree. Very good. So you've got your work cut out for you. You've got your work cut out for you, Kasia.
Yes. And
So I want you.
should I need to more convince him? Yes, right now.
Right. So here, if you go to skill number 8, you can convince him with 1, 2, or several excuses. And look at those connectors you could use. Well, first of all, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But the main reason is, and beyond that, so I'd like you to give him, let's say, 2 good reasons to buy your grizzly bear.
I understand you, Marco, but first of all, I still think that you need the grizzly bear with you.
I agree, by the way. I think he does too.
Main reason is that you never know who will attack you when you will walk evening through the town.
That's
so,
true. That's true. I saw a guy with a pocket knife from the president of Turkey walking through town the other day. So you never know.
Exactly. So I guess grizzly bear will be very helpful then in such extreme dangerous situation.
That's true.
With his like 3-meter height and weight about 1 ton.
And beyond that, what else could you say? Look at the expressions in part 5. And beyond that, besides that, another reason is on top of that. Can you add one more reason, Kasia?
Yes, another reason is that if you will be able to make a friendship with him, he can hug to you, so it will be nice and warm in cold evening.
That's true. There's a lot of grizzly bear to go around, so they're fun to curl up with. On page 10, can you politely turn her down, Marco?
Well, I've never had a grizzly bear so far, but it's known that in Italy, if you don't walk side by side with the grizzly bear, you're a strange person. But I don't know how to say that you have to reject your offer.
Okay, so you'd say, I'm afraid. We always have to express it like this to be polite. I'm afraid I really must. What can we say instead of reject? Reject sounds a little bit harsh. I'm afraid I really must what? Class? What's a good synonym
Refuse.
for reject? I'm afraid I must refuse. Okay, good.
Not
Afraid
accept.
I must.
I really must, yes, refuse or
Refuse? I really must turn you down is a phrasal verb, right? I really must, I can't think of anything else besides refuse, turn you down, say no. I really must say no. Okay? But we've got to start with I'm afraid, because it sounds more polite that way.
I'm afraid I really must to talk to my wife.
I'm afraid I really must ask my wife first.
I cannot accept.
What's that? Say again?
Another option might be I'm afraid, but I cannot accept your.
Okay, good. I'm afraid, but I really can't accept. Right? I'm afraid, but I really must, or I'm afraid, but I really cannot accept your offer, whatever, something like that. There you go. That's it. All right, I think we have time for one more here. What I'd like to do here, before we run out of time completely, is this. We've come up with a few crazy things, pocket knives, alligators, puppies, puppets. We've tried to sell them to each other, but I'd like to take it one step further in the last minutes of class and try to make an actual counter-argument. So Marco, you're going to be selling to Yuki, right? You're going to pick an object, try to sell it to Yuki using the steps we did before. But this time, when Yuki refuses, you're going to try to make a counter-argument. In making a counter-argument, we're going to be filling in the other steps. I'm going to give you one example right now of how to do that. Okay? So just to give you an example. One second, let me just go to the right page of my PDF. Okay, so to express reservation, Yuki might say, yes, but I'm not interested. Yes, but I'm not sure. And to make a counter-argument, the key word you might want to use is even so. Even if, so let's say he says, yes, but I have to ask my wife. You could say, even so, she'll be interested because, even if that's the case, she will feel safer because. So I'm going to give you two counter-argument connectors to start off. You can use those or add others, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to put the screen back on part 8 for you, Marco, because this is how you're going to list your excuses. So what do you have to sell to Yuki?
You have to reply in terms of describing her why I cannot accept your offer. Is it correct?
Oh, no. Now you're going to switch partners, Marco. You're going to work with Yuki.
Okay.
May I ask who is saying?
You are the customer, and Marco is going to be the door-to-door salesman. Marco, you're going to pick an object to sell to Yuki. You can pick any of the objects that we had before, or you could pick a new one. The objects we had before are on page 11. You can see them right here in yellow.
Yes.
Okay? By the way, we only have 2 minutes. We got to hurry. Marco, pick an object. The thing least likely to be sold.
Yes, a basket of bananas.
Perfect. A basket of bananas. You know what? I would actually buy that, but okay. Okay, so go ahead. I'd like you to try to sell it to Yuki, and when you have to give him reasons, you can use the ones on screen to help you, those key connectors, okay? Go for it, Marco.
Okay. Okay, Yuki. Hi. I know
Hi.
for sure you're a very fruit lover.
Oh, you know very much. Yes, indeed. I'm a sweet lover.
Didn't you have a fancy for bananas?
Yes. Yes. I like banana very much.
Wait a second, Yuki. You hate bananas.
I hate banana.
You hate bananas. They're disgusting. You used to get violently ill. You're allergic to bananas, Yuki. You've got to make him work for it.
That's really bad news. Now, how can I do with all these bananas now on my basket?
Oh my God, I don't know, Marco.
I don't know.
Marco, give him some reasons to buy the bananas.
Well,
first of all,
are you really sure you ate banana? Because I know you have always eaten bananas.
First of all, you've always eaten bananas. So there's your first connector. First of all, I know you like bananas. You've always eaten them.
Oh, yes, I know you like bananas. Have you changed your mind by accident?
Oh, sorry, I can't buy it. It sounds great. It would be great to get banana. But I'm sorry, I can't make it because I haven't enough money to buy it all.
Good, Yuki. I'm going to add what you just said, but I'm going to change one word. That would be great, except.
Oh.
Say it again.
Okay.
That would be great.
That would be great, except lacking enough amount of money in my pocket.
Yeah, except I don't have any money. I've got nothing in my pocket.
Except I don't have enough money to buy it all. Buy them all.
Very good. See if you can give an additional reason, Marco.
So I think I'll pass it.
Yes, that's a good reason. Yeah. Now, still, I have to try to persuade him to.
Yeah.
Yes, you should
this
pass
time,
it to me.
The bananas.
Don't give up yet, Marco. We've got 1 minute left. Don't give up. This time, I'd like you to give 2 excuses, if you could. Give him 2 excuses why he ought to have it. You look at those connectors on screen and see if you can use any of those. Like,
I need to use practice of conclusion.
Look at the ones on the screen. 2 excuses. You could say, first of all, but the main reason is, but mainly,
Okay.
and beyond that, and besides that, and another reason is, and on top of that.
Anyway, try to help me because I've been walking from door to door for hours, and you make an effort.
Sorry, I can't get it. Sorry.
He said he's been working door to door for hours.
Oh.
Right? So he's just buy it.
He made a great effort to sell it. Yeah.
That's true. He has.
Okay. I'm very sorry for you. I'd love to buy it and and please you, but I can't. I really can't. I'm really poor, so I can't do it.
Marco, last point. Actually, you know what? I've got to stop the class because I just saw the time. Actually, we've got to stop here. Sorry. Okay, listen. Here's what I'll do. I'll put these skills into a little homework for you to try out, and I'll put the connectors there. Maybe that would be a good way to do it. I'll give you a little assignment where you get to use the connectors and write it as a text. By the way, Daniel, I did not forget about your text. I will correct it. I'm a little bit behind, but I did not forget about it.
No problem.
Okay. So listen, I'm going to stop the class here. I'll send you a homework later today through the chat system in Verbling, and I'm going to start the business class right now. You off, but I'll send you a homework to give you some extra practice. Bye for now, everyone. See you in just a